Hey everyone, welcome back to the garden. I'm Jason. Definitely having a bit of a garden focus at the moment. It's spring here in Sydney, so lots of gardening, but going to get onto some building projects very soon. Really excited about today's episode. We're going to talk about my top 5 seed recommendations for vegetable plantings in your garden that anyone can do, any level. Very beginner friendly, and for each of these 5 seeds I'm going to give you all my tips and tricks to make sure that they're really successful. I started this a couple of weeks ago, so I'm going to show you what I did, and then we're going to fast forward to today to actually see their progress. Let's get gardening. Good boy. I can't wait to get this area done. It's going to look fantastic. Going to plant some seeds. It's going to look really good, and we're going to get it productive again. So I can't wait to do that. First thing, we're going to have to do some weeding. Done the prep work, let's talk about my top 5 seeds right now. Coming in at number 5 on my list is the zucchini, and this year I've planted the Black Beauty from Mr. Fothergill's. Plant directly about 1/2 inch deep. I really like how quickly the zucchini grows. I love the zucchini's dark glossy skin. Just pick them quite young, because if you let them grow they'll get to torpedo size and taste a little bit woody. The zucchini flowers are also delicious just by themselves. I recommend you trying a zucchini flower stuffed with a habanero ricotta. The old leaves are likely to get powdery mildew. Just ignore that problem, cut the old leaves off. Despite the powdery mildew, you'll still get a bumper crop. Coming in at number 4 are carrots, and trust me, they are not as tricky to grow if you follow some of these simple tips I'm about to give you. When dealing with small seeds, I like to put them in a cup so you're not fumbling around with the seed packet. I'll just take a pinch of seeds between 2 fingers and rub my fingers together when I actually sow them. You'll want to sow them in rows so that they're easy to thin out later on. Thinning out means that the carrots will be able to grow to their full size. Cover them with just a thin layer of topsoil. The most important thing when sowing carrots is to keep the soil moist until they germinate. They don't like drying out. If there's some rain forecast, then that's a perfect time to sow carrots. Just avoid very hot weather. Otherwise, get the watering can out first thing of a morning and an afternoon. Just give them a light sprinkle and you'll be assured of a really good germination rate. Here they are about 3 weeks after sowing. As you can see, the germination rate was really quite high and I'm really happy about that. You can't rush carrots. They'll be ready when they're ready. They're well worth the effort though. Number 3 on the list is beetroot, and I'm growing the Detroit 2 from Mr. Fothergill's. It's another seed you can sow direct. I like Charles Dowding's method of growing them in clumps of about 4 to 5. Just twist one off as you need them and you really extend the growing season that way. At number 2, I highly recommend having a leafy green vegetable in your garden, and silver beet is very easy to grow, highly nutritious, and it really produces for a long period. A great strategy is to multi-sow your seeds, and then once the seedlings grow a bit, just pick out the healthiest. This dish is silver beet with a baked spiced chickpea. And finally, at number 1 is the pumpkin. Yes, you do need a bit of extra space to grow pumpkins, but I think it's a really interesting vegetable to grow. They store forever, and you can't beat a good homemade pumpkin soup. I love pumpkin so much I'm growing 2 varieties this year, a butternut and a Queensland blue. If you want to save the seeds though, just only grow one variety, otherwise they'll cross-pollinate and you may get some monstrous pumpkin that's unedible. Well, that's it. That's my top 5. What did you think? Do you have a favourite that's easy to grow, that's not on the list? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks very much. I'll catch you next time.